I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby, so.
So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to the Bronx, New York, where we find a frauditor who's married with children, but he'd rather come out in the middle of the night than be with his family to record police. That makes absolutely no sense to me, but then I don't have the mind of a frauditor. Sit back, watch, and enjoy!
Debunker got orders. I'm here in the Bronx. We're going to check out this precinct. This is the 47th precinct. Across from a well-known project, Eastchester, if I'm not mistaken. This is Eastchester Project. We're just gonna check up on these guys, make sure they're behaving, doing their jobs right.
So here we have our good buddy David. Should be home with his kids and his wife, and he's out here in the Bronx in the middle of the night by some projects, and he's going to check up on the police. Now, that makes a good deal of sense, only to somebody who hasn't a brain. You have no brain? Oh, you need to see my good buddy Goat Boy. He's the Wizard of Oz. He can give you a brain.
You know, about that. They do. It's always a officer in the front. Random guy in that blue car.
But in all seriousness, you have a wife and 3 kids at home. What are you doing out here, Frauditor, in the middle of the night? Do you need the money that badly? Do you need the clicks and views that badly? Really? This is unbelievable, man. Go home to your family. Let's skip ahead because, you know, there's a lot of dead air with this moron.
A few minutes later.
Why are you walking up on me like that?
What?
Why are you walking up on me like that? You alright?
Are you alright? What are you
Excuse
doing?
me.
What are you doing?
Am I being detained?
What are you
doing? Am I being detained? Excuse me.
Hey man, keep it moving.
Tell me what to do.
Keep it moving.
You have no authority over me. Go back to doing what you was doing. Mind your business.
No, this is my business.
What's your business?
What I'm doing right now.
Why you took the job?
Why are you talking?
Why did you take the job? What's the most important thing about your job?
Well, Frauditor, the most important thing about this officer's job is that he has a job. Now, you, on the other hand, can't even get a job at McDonald's because you're a few fries short of a Happy Meal. Not to mention a few cans short of a 6-pack and a few cards short of a full deck. You idiot.
Oh, you can ask questions, but you don't want to answer them, right? What's your name and badge number?
Can you read?
You know what the right to know law is? You know what that is?
Do you know how to read?
Do you know what right to know is?
Do you know how to read?
You just have to verbalize. When the public asks, you should verbalize.
No, I don't.
What if I couldn't read? No, I can't read.
Well,
what's your name and badge number?
It's right here.
Right here? Officer right here?
Yep, that's right.
Nice to meet you, officer right here. So
You got a problem?
you the one with the problem. You came up to me all hostile. Are you on drugs right now? Is there anything?
What are you doing? Like,
minding my business.
Nah, see, this is my business. You can't.
Who pays for these cars?
Do you pay for it?
Yes, I do. Do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that means I could check up on them, right?
What
Make sure they're safe. Make sure they're all right. Make sure you're keeping them clean.
Oh,
right?
You're checking to see if they're clean.
I'm minding my business. Am I committing a crime?
And I'm minding my business too.
Okay.
And that's what this Frauditor does. That's all he does. That's all he can do. He can't find a regular job. He's got a bit of an arrest record, don't you, David? He thinks he's a member of the press. Man, I'm telling you, bro, your wife works a regular job. Why can't you? Why can't you work a regular job? Oh, I think he told somebody he does work a regular job. What kind of job is that, David? What kind of job do you work besides frauditing?
With this guy. And this is what I was talking about, how they take the job and they forget. They lose their way along the path and forget. So where officer right here might have started out as a good cop, he's been on the force so damn long. Now he hates the public. He thinks everybody's criminal. So that's how he approaches us. He treats us like criminals. Is there a problem? Why you came up on me so hostile? Why you came up on me so hostile? I can't exercise my rights in public?
Am I stopping you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did. You did for a while.
I'm
Until I said excuse me.
Right,
I had to say excuse me.
Yeah,
you can ask me whatever you want, but I don't have to answer questions. You know what the Fifth Amendment is?
Okay.
Oh, okay. So they take an oath to the Constitution.
You notice the lad's grammar and syntax are way off. Why you came at me? Why you came at me? Right. And now he can't say oath. It's oath. O-A-T-H. Oath. Not oaf. You are an oaf, that's for sure. But can't pronounce words. What good are you, Frauditor? Get a job somewhere. Oh, that's right, you can't. Your criminal record. My bad.
I'm guarding everything.
Okay.
You got a problem with that?
I guess that's what we pay you for.
You got a problem with that?
To harass a citizen. What happened here? What happened here?
I don't know, Mr. Know-It-All. You tell me.
Who said I know it all?
Huh? You seem to know
is this how you
else?
treat everybody? This how you treat the public? Officer right here?
Officer right here?
Yeah, that's how you treat the public? With such disdain?
Exactly. That's exactly
So
how
why
I treat the
why don't you find a new job?
Why don't you find a job?
I have a job. Why don't you find it? I work in the private sector. I don't work for the public.
You work in the private sector?
Yeah. Why don't you work in the private sector?
Doing what?
No, I'm speaking to you like man to man. Like why you have this job? If this is how you treat me, you don't know me from a hole in the wall. You came up to me mad aggressive. First off, you started yelling, yo, yo.
Yeah, first of all,
I understand you're across the street from the projects. I understand where we at.
It ain't even about that, okay?
So what's it about? Why you come up to me so crazy like that? What happened to courtesy, professionalism, and respect? What happened to that? Does that not exist anymore?
This is another frauditor who has no idea what the definition of respect is. He wants respect, but he doesn't think he has to give anyone, especially public servants like police officers, any respect. He thinks he can do what he wants and say what he wants, and they have to bow down to him. That's not how it works, Frauditor. That's not how it works at all.
What happened? What happened to you along the way? Like, this is how you treat the public. I'm speaking to you genuinely, sincerely.
Right, so is your feelings hurt?
No, I'm asking. I'm trying to see.
You seem a little bit real sensitive right now. I'm doing my job.
You know why?
I'm supposed to be
securing the grounds. All right, and I understand that.
I'm doing my
job. But the way you came up with me and the way you talking to me, that's not your job. Your job is courtesy, professionalism, and respect.
I apologize to you.
If you mean that sincerely, then I accept it.
Yeah, I do, and I'm sorry. I realize nowadays that a lot of folks are very sensitive.
It's not sensitive.
Yeah, yes.
I expect you to do your job with professionalism.
I am doing my job with
professionalism. Not yo. Well, how you doing, sir? How can I help you?
I'm sorry. Well, listen.
Do you need police?
With a man.
Okay, and I'm a man too. What are you trying to say?
Listen.
What are you trying to say? You trying to justify your unprofessionalism right now?
No. Just because you're sensitive.
And you're on camera. I
don't care about your camera. I really don't care. Right? You got me twisted.
It's because you're a tyrant. It's because you're a tyrant.
No, I'm a man.
Well, you're
sensitive, my friend.
The officer just punked the Frauditor, and the Frauditor doesn't even realize. He says, I realize some people are sensitive these days. Yeah, that's what's wrong with you, Frauditor. You're a crybaby snowflake. You're offended by everything, aren't you? I don't know how you're a football player. You know, football players are pretty manly. You're a crybaby snowflake. What, do you cry every time somebody runs into you and tackles you? Oh, he hit me. He hurt me.
I'm sensitive?
Yes, you're being really sensitive.
Why? You know what it is? It's not sensitivity. It's because you took an oath to the Constitution of America. I'm an American citizen. I hope you uphold your oath, right? You know what an oath is, right? It's very serious. I hope you take it serious and respect our rights.
I'm not impeding on your rights, and I'm
You
doing
did
my job.
impede my movement for a while until I said,
I did
excuse
not.
me.
Nope,
And
that's
you
common
probably
law right
realize,
there,
okay,
right?
you can ask me whatever you want. You can't block my egress if I'm not committing any crimes or anything like that. Actually, if I detain you, didn't answer me. Then I said, excuse me, you moved out the way. So if I didn't say excuse me, you would never moved out the way.
You said it yourself. I did not.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
It's right here.
Can you pronounce it, please?
Can you read it?
No, I can't. It's dark.
Listen, it's right here. So
It's dark. Can you? Where's your this is what I'm talking about, professionalism. Where's the professionalism? I know you come across a lot of people. You can't assume everybody can read. There's people that are literate that can't read and they want to know who you are, who they're dealing with.
I tell you something, Frauditor, I find that rather offensive coming from a inner city community college where I help plenty of people learn how to read and write. I'm talking about these are adults in their 30s and 40s and sometimes older. I take offense to what you're saying. You're making fun of people who can't read. You can't read, Frauditor. You're the one that's illiterate. You're stupid. That's why you can't get a job.
it's right here.
I just want to make sure.
I'm not blocking it or nothing. You can see it.
It's dark, sir. What's your name?
It's right here.
Okay. Have a great day. All right. Stay safe. This is ridiculous. First is with the yo, mad loud, mad rude. Then comes up to me, continues to be rude. I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Like when I take the job, like I guess, I try to have some understanding. Like I know you deal with a lot of criminals. You never know who you're gonna deal with or come across. But you can't come across people assuming that they're criminals or something. Especially you see somebody exercising their rights peacefully. You know that I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. So that's because they have no consequences. That's why you say he don't care about my camera.
Well, David here is a real bozo, isn't he? Just muttering to himself. Let's skip ahead a couple minutes because all he's going to do is babble to himself about this officer. Let's go ahead and skip ahead.
Eventually.
It's sad to see an officer that took an oath to the Constitution have such disdain towards the public, and you work for the public. You're a public employee. You know that, right?
I'm well aware.
So why do you treat the public like that?
Treat the public like what?
Rude, unprofessional,
I'm not being rude or
uncourteous. You don't even want to say it. You're not proud of your name. You're not proud of what you do.
No, what you're doing right now, you're trying to antagonize me.
I'm having a sincere conversation with you.
No,
I'm asking you, why are you being so rude to me?
No, you're not. You see, this is what
I'm not baiting you.
You go around just trying to get views or whatever. Or
Is that what you think?
That's what I know.
Wow.
That's exactly what I know.
So
all you're doing is just trying to get attention for yourself.
You think so?
Yeah, and you're messing with working people.
This is a job. This is our right. This is our right. Do you know that?
So that's
it's our right to make sure the government isn't corrupt. Do you know that?
Oh, so this is what you're doing.
Are you not part of the government?
I do apologize, officer, but this is the only job this moron can find because of his arrest record. Yeah, I guess he had a bit of trouble down there in Florida. And, that stuff follows you around. What are you going to do? You can't get rid of it. What are you going to do? Expunge your record, David? Nah, you can't do that.
All right, then. Is it not our duty as American citizens to make sure the government is doing exactly what we need them to do?
So why don't you go holler at your politicians?
I do that too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah. I really believe that.
I do.
Yeah, okay.
Mayors, town supervisors, government employees, all over.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so when was the last time you went and seen the mayor?
Last month, walked into his office, recording.
You walked right into his office?
Right into his office. Mount Vernon. All these city halls, I go and check out the mayors. Make sure they do what they're supposed to do. Yeah. Corrupt. Pretty corrupt town, yeah.
How so?
It just is. Some mayors are, you know, open door policy, but in the bigger cities, it's hard to see the mayors, you know what I mean? There's so many people. But honestly, I just wanted to know, like, do you take your oath seriously? Like, do you really want to protect our rights? Or you just, at this point, it's just a paycheck?
Frauditor, I have never seen you in a mayor's office, or maybe I'll take that back. You were being led out of the mayor's office? Is that what it was? Yeah, and as far as people taking their job seriously, if you got paid $0, would you do this? No. So do you expect that officer to work for free? You see, your arguments are weak at best.
Listen, I've done more for everybody, complete strangers that I don't even know, than you probably ever done in your life. All right? What was the last thing you done for anybody?
I do things for people every day. Recording you guys, making sure you guys are upholding your oath. That's doing something for all Americans. Anybody that watches my content, my channel. You understand? It's our right and it's our duty as American citizens. Do you not understand that? To make sure the government is doing what we need them to do. We own the government. The government doesn't own us. When you're not in that suit, it's the same thing. You have a right to redress your government.
Yeah,
right?
I'm well aware of that.
All right then. So you should be like, I support what you're doing. I'm a good officer. There's full transparency over here. Right?
Okay, so you're just exposing corruption. That's what.
No, are you corrupt? Are you corrupt? Is there corruption to expose? I said one instance. I said I record the government. I make sure the government is accountable. Make sure there's transparency. Do you not want to bridge the gap between the police and the public?
So let me get this straight, clown. You think the best way to bridge between the police and the public is to harass them with a camera in their face? Is that what I'm hearing you say, clown? Because that sounds an awful lot like what you're talking about, you moron.
Isn't that the job, to bridge the gap? To police the community, make sure we know that we're safe? Are you rude to everybody? What is...
You're making an assumption.
I'm asking you, it was a question. Are you rude to everybody?
I'm rude to nobody.
You was rude to me?
I'm sorry, you...
I could have been your son, you know the fuck I am. Right?
We all human. We all put our pants on the same way, right?
I guess so. God bless you, alright? Stay safe out there.
Well, there you have it, folks. In the middle of the night, when a man should be at home with his family, this moron goes out and films the police for no reason at all. Why? 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 And then your wife gets up and goes to work in the morning while you run around with your little potato camera all day? Pitiful. But at any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.